Good afternoon. This is the video newsletter for buysellshort.net for Sunday, April 25th. Another fantastic week for the newsletter. Market, another breakout to new highs. Newsletter plays have just been on fire. You can go to the website. I've done an updated list of our past plays. Trading alerts since December. We are 141 out of 144, average gain 36%. And that does not even include the recent spate of winners we've had over the last couple of weeks. So just a fantastic market right now. Looking at the indice charts here, we're looking at the Dow 15-minute chart, and you can see yet again we've broken through that resistance we saw at the 11,150 area. If we flip over to the daily chart, actually, let me go back to the 3-month view. Here you can see we've again broken out into a new range. We continue to ride the 20-day exponential higher. Check out the 50-day moving average. 50-day moving average is starting to go vertical. And usually when we've seen that happen during this rally, we've seen a really nice pop over the next month. And we have a lot of bullish past historical data to go off that suggests we should have a very, very nice month coming up. I've posted a new article on the website under the article's title, an article done by MarketWatch this weekend. And it's an indicator that says it's a bullish indicator that's happened 12 times in the last 25 plus years, twice in the last 12 months, actually. And whenever the S&P 500, 90% of the stocks are above the 50-day moving average, the market over the next month is up. Over the next year is up every single time this has happened since 1967. You can go to the website and read the article, but the average gain in the next month is 4%. The average gain over the next year is 11%, and there's never been a down day. And this buy trigger was triggered on April 5th, so everything is just lining up very, very nicely here. And we're starting, or should start, to see the retail guys who've been sitting on the sidelines start to rush into this market. And any dips that do come are likely to be met with a wave of buying. Just with all the, I mean, there's so many people sitting on the sidelines watching this market saying it's BS, and they're starting to doubt their convictions right now. This is a big week for earnings. We've got 164 S&P 500 companies reporting earnings. We're also on track for the S&P to post its best year-over-year gain in earnings reports ever since they've started recording it. Big testament to how strong this market is starting, or economy is starting to come back. And we have yet to see jobs really start to get created. We should really start to see the job creation pick up over the next couple of quarters, and that's probably going to be the excuse that drives this market higher. We do have the Fed meeting this week. I believe it's a 2-day meeting with the announcement on Wednesday. We look for continued Fed stance on holding rates at their current lows. And over the last few Fed meetings, we've had some very nice moves going into the Fed meeting, and we'll be looking for more of the same this week. Now, we do have the Congress is going to be grilling the Goldman Sachs executives this week, so that might be used as an excuse to dip the market for moves higher. So we'll be keeping an eye on that as well. We're looking at the Dow 2-year chart, and the area we're looking for on the Dow is back to the summer of 2008, right before the market imploded. And the trading range we were looking at back then was 11,500 to 12K, and that's what we'd be looking for as our next zone. SMH continues to consolidate here, breakout on the SMH 3060, and would be targeting a move to the $32 area. Really need to see the tech stocks start to pick up gear here, and all signs point to that happening. And as long as we ride this 20-day exponential higher, it looks great. Russell 2000 chart looks fantastic here, and we can tell it just by what our positions are doing right now. Just a fantastic market right now. Again, as long as we're above the 20-day exponential, all is good in the near term. But let's jump into some stock plays. We'll try and go over some of our winners of last week if we have time at the end. But CXM, this was a stock that we were looking for to break out. When I did the video alert on Thursday, I said a big breakout was imminent, and we saw that on Friday. Huge little pop on this one. Almost hit our second target of 65 cents. breakout of the 50-day, breakout of the downtrend line. Next resistance now is the 70 to 75 cent plus area. Volume has been very, very good here, and this chart looks great going into this upcoming week. Now, favorite plays going into this week, WAVE, Next Wave Wireless. This one is coiled. RSI has been flatlined around 50. As you can see from the chart over the last month, this one has made several attempts to break out of the 50-cent area. In my opinion, any good press release on Wave, and this stock sees 75 cents in a heartbeat. And the reason we say that, as I mentioned in the chat room on Friday, check out the ADX on Wave. Absolutely rock solid ADX. It's in the 40s right now, while the stock price has been consolidating over the last month here. Rarely do you see consolidation of a stock like this with an ADX like this and not see a very large upside move. Stochastics also coiled nicely. On balance, volume looks good. But this very strong ADX and pending MACD cross says this stock probably goes really, really big this week. Our other favorite play going into this week, XNN, nicely coiled here. As I said before, accumulation on this one, 50 cents and under. We're looking for at least a move to the 50-day moving average at 60 cents, but I really think this is a stock that's going to pull a similar move that we saw in CXM and make a run for the 200-day moving average at 75 cents. RSI about to break 50. Stochastics look great. Positive ADX cross, and this one looks very, very good for this week. CXZ, this is a mining company. They've got a bunch of different, they've got some gold exposure and a couple of other exposures. We got a nice little breakout of the downtrend line there on Friday on really good volume. RSI broke 50. These guys did financing about 3 weeks ago at 22 cents, so we're looking for a move to 22 to 25 cents on this one with stops at 18 cents, and then the chart is very bottomed out here and looking for a very nice little move on this one, especially given what we've seen in Amex, small cap Amex stocks recently. DARA, after the 40% gain we saw in BNVI this week, definitely worth your while sitting in a position in this one. Breakout is a close above the 50-day moving average at 48 cents. Remember, they've got the SurgeVision IPO set to come out to market in the next 2 months. Definitely has a nice bottomed out chart here. Breakout again, 48 cents. Would be accumulating this one 45 cents and under, and just waiting for the breakout news like we saw in BNVI this week. EEE, we've played this one for a nice 50% move a couple of weeks ago. Again, with the Amex stocks and energy stocks just on a tear recently. This one definitely one to keep an eye on. Next break of 30 cents, and we could easily see this one trading at 50 cents in the next month. Risk reward is really, really good on this one, especially if you're looking for a beaten down, cheap Amex play. ICOP looked like it was going to bust out on Friday, but so many other stocks are running that it sort of got caught up on that. Retraced on very, very low volume. Would look for this one to snap back this week. And again, we're looking for a move to the 200-day moving average at 45 cents here. Bank plays did very, very well for us this past week. PRWT, we're pushing on a 40% gain on this one. And like I said in the chat room and in the video, we're only taking home quality bank plays. You've seen the garbage bank plays go up 50, 75, 100% last week. We've patiently been sitting in PRWT because this one is quality, unlike some of the other ones that got seized on Friday. Next target here, $1.25 to $1.50 with, if you're trailing your stops on this one, 90 cents, but looks very, very good here. Our other bank play, investment bank, JLI, looked like it was going to bust out on Friday. Got sort of shook, typical for Amex stocks. Very strong support at 35 cents. Again, no reason why this one should not make a move to 50 cents on continued bank strength this week. NTWK, going along the theme of tech stocks. Breakout here, 87 cents. We're looking for a move to one. Rock solid bottomed out chart that I would definitely looking to accumulate this one. 85 cents and under. 80 cent stops here. And WSTL actually did a little sneaky breakout there on Friday on low volume. This is such a cheap stock like AFOP that there's no reason why this should not be trading in the $2 to $3 range. If you've got patience, would be looking to accumulate this one at $1.50 and under for a big move in the near term. So going into this week, my favorite plays going into this week are WAVE, XNN, and for the cheap ones, ICOP and CXE. And that's it for the video. See you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Good night.